Bradley, 1-0. We've lost the game to Arsenal, first game of the season. What did you make of the performance, though? What did you take from the game?
I mean, it was better, but I don't think that's down to the manager. I know people might disagree, but I think we look better on the ball because we have better personnel in there with Cunha and Mbumo, but I'm still seeing some tactical problems. And
what are the tactical problems you're seeing?
I don't like the way we build up. I know it looked slightly better, but Arsenal allowed us to build up, and I think as soon as we come up against a pressing team, then we're going to be in big trouble. And I don't think it was great. I think we kept the ball better, but I see, especially the last half an hour, you have Ahmad on the pitch, you have Dorgu on the pitch, you have Sesko on the pitch, you have Cunha on the pitch, and Mbumo on the pitch, and we didn't create a clear-cut chance in the last half an hour, and for me, that is worrying.
Did Mbumo had a header that got saved?
One then. Yeah. One clear-cut chance.
But is that not because we've got a new front line? Sesko's never even played with us before, just got here last week, hasn't played a game. Cunha and Mbumo are trying to, get that relationship together. Would it not be too much to ask that they're all going to click in the first game of the season?
It doesn't have to click fully, but I'd expect more.
We created chances today.
You
got the save, clear cut. You got Dorgu that hit the post.
Yeah, that's not clear.
You got that. Of course, it's a clear cut chance. He hit the post.
It's not a clear cut chance. It was created by him, and it was outside the box.
Yeah, but how did he get there? Yeah, but the build up to get there, you can't. What I feel like is we've been crap, and then you're saying that we've improved, but that's just not down to Amazon. So when we were crap in 15th, it was all Amarin's fault, and now we look slightly better. It's nothing to do with Amarin. Yeah, we still lost. Why did we lose?
Because we were poor. We were poor.
We were poor.
We were poor. We weren't great.
We weren't poor. We weren't poor today. Why was we poor?
It was all right. We kept the ball better.
Yeah.
And I said
we were poor.
Average. Well, bang average. I think. Do you know what I think we're doing? We're doing because we were so bad. Any slight improvement is just going to get overreacted.
But I think personally, I think you're doing the opposite of, because we're so bad. If you see a little bit of improvement, it's like you don't want to recognise that was a good performance. It's okay to say that was a good performance.
It was okay.
Wow. I thought.
We created half chances in the first half. We didn't create a lot. We had the one chance which you reminded me of. I actually forgot about the Mbumo header, but the fact that I forgot about it rings alarm bells.
There wasn't enough. Listen, I'm not saying in the final third is what let us down today, but I'm looking at it and this is what I'm asking you, do you not think that the reason why in the final third it wasn't as good as it can be is because these players haven't played together? This is their first game together.
It's that, but I think also I think the way how the position, I think they left it isolated a lot, and I'm not as big a fan of it. And also,
we just played Arsenal at home. We've nullified them. Saka didn't do anything. Gyökeres stinker and hooked. Martinelli stinker and hooked. Declan Rice didn't really see him. All about Zubimendi, didn't really see him. We've nullified Arsenal today. Stylistically, I think intensity. We've kept winning the ball back high up the pitch. I think that's the first time we've actually looked like a Ruben Amorim side. But you're saying but you're saying. Nah, not for me. That was nothing to do with Amorim.
No, it does look like a Ruben Amorim side because tactically it was his tactics, but I don't like his tactics. And do you know what?
So what? Okay, what didn't you like about what you saw today? What's the things you didn't like?
The players were left isolated. The midfield is slow, which we knew.
Yeah.
With Casemiro and Bruno, and Bruno gave a hospital pass in the box that led to the corner. Bayindir is a criminal, but so is Bruno for that moment because. Him giving Lenny Yoro that hospital pass led to the corner that we conceded.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
The team selection was just negative. Playing Dallo at wing back at home. I know it's Arsenal, but you're at home. We're at Old Trafford.
I agree with that.
You're a Man United manager.
And look when Ahmad came on.
And this is why I've got a new name for Ruben Amorim. It's Ruben Greyjoy. He's got no balls. Yeah, he's a coward. Because how can
You're being too harsh, man.
No, I'm not.
You're being too harsh.
No, I'm not.
You're playing against one of the best teams in the league at home. And yes, he's put a bit of caution to the wind. But in the first half, the reason why we were 1-0 down wasn't because Dallo was playing. It wasn't because Casemiro was playing. It wasn't because Sesko wasn't playing. It's because the divvy keeper who can't save the ball put it in the back of the net. That's the reason we won it down. Everything else we did to Arsenal, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do, and that is down to Ruben Amorim. But it's like you don't want to give him any praise for doing it.
No, well, hold on a minute.
And you're calling him Greyjoy and that.
You know, when Dallo was getting on the ball in the first half, getting up the pitch. How many times did he keep making wrong decisions, offside multiple times? Because he's a fullback. He's not a wing back.
Right. So he made one bad decision, but you're acting like Ruben Amorim has had no impact. Has had no impact over all the good things we've seen.
Yeah, but I didn't need to tell him that weren't going to work. He's seen it all last season. He was in charge for 7 months last season. Tell me, was Dalot good last season?
Okay, no, he wasn't. And I'm not knocking that decision of being the wrong decision. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, okay, he's had a bit of caution to the wind because it's Arsenal. All right, fair enough. You should have started Ahmad. I agree with that. But we still had a good performance, Brad. Like, you can't. I feel like what you're doing is because you don't like Ruben Amorim, and I get it. He hasn't shown us a lot, but you're not giving him any praise for setting the team up how he did, for the players showing improvement, for him saying it's the first transfer window, I want Cunha and Bruno. You were off your seat watching Cunha and Bruno. You was happy. He's one of the reasons why we've got them.
Yeah, but they're good players. No, it's not.
Oh, Bradley, come on. So now Ruben Amorim has nothing to do with the players that we bought. There's nothing to do with him.
Clearly, it was Jason Wilcox. He's head coach. He's not manager. He's head coach. No, he's not head coach.
He's head coach, but you think Wilcox has gone? Listen, you're getting Cunha and Bruno. Shut up. Like, just deal with it. Is that what you think?
Yeah, but I think we're buying players that can play well in any system.
Agreed, and we should.
Right. So if Amorim's had total control over this, we would have bought players from Sporting Lisbon.
Oh,
that's why
Bradley,
it's
come
true.
on.
Think about when Amorim came in. No flex. Think about the reports that when Amorim came in. We was linked with Victor Gyökeres. I'm so glad we didn't sign him. Yoksina, the invisible man. Yeah. We was linked with Diamande.
That's the best thing you said.
We was linked with Inacio, Hullman. I don't want these
Bradley,
guys.
You can't just listen to things. So what? We want Carlos Baleba. We wanted Rory Delap. We didn't get him. We've got Cunha, Bruno, and Sesko, and you're saying it's nothing to do with the manager. I'm not gonna lie, Bradley. It's coming across like because you don't like Ruben Amorim, and I'm not even asking you to like be like he's the guy to save us. You've got this all wrong. I'm not even doing that. But it's like you don't want to give him any praise for anything.
Why would I give him any praise? Why would I?
Because that was a good performance.
It was not a good performance. We lost. And
you can have a good performance and lose.
But the thing is, I think Arteta deliberately, because Arsenal last season and Arsenal in pre-season, you can tell any Arsenal fan can tell you this. They sit back off because Arteta has got PTSD from winning the bottom in the league the first time round. He sits back. He plays pragmatic football, and when they're on the ball, he'll play possession-based football when they're on the ball. But when they're off the ball, they'll sit back and go in a low block and try and go into transition. If Arsenal were poor today, I think we were the better team, but Arsenal were really poor.
Arsenal poor? Again, you're doing it again. We're Arsenal poor because Arsenal just didn't turn up because we got lucky, or did we make them be poor, Bradley? Like we were pressing it.
No, because we were having a debate at half time about. You thought the midfield wasn't open. I thought the midfield was open. The reason why I thought the midfield was open is because I seen moments where Arsenal were on the ball, and if they were good in the transition, they would have killed us. Yeah,
Odegaard messed up a couple of times, 100%.
About 3 or 4 times.
You're not gonna listen. Arsenal had a couple of chances. Wow, of course. Newsflash, they're one of the best teams in the league. How are you expecting to just nullify Arsenal from minute 1 to minute 95 and tell them that they're not from when we were 15th? The only thing I'm saying here is that was a really good performance, and the reason why we lost was because the idiot keeper threw the ball in the net.
No, I don't
That's
think it was a
it.
good performance.
So what performance was it for you?
I think it was average.
Okay.
Average performance.
Well, we're going to have to agree to disagree, but we have all day, to be fair.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Amorim did nothing good today. You haven't seen any improvement in his tactics.
I was expecting to come here and play really attack-minded football with Ahmad at right wing back and create loads of chances, based on hearing that this manager coming out and saying, the fans coming out and saying, oh, he needs time, training sessions, all this, that, and the other. He needs a pre-season. And again, we've lost again. This manager has still not won back-to-back games in the Premier League.
We've only played one this season.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's not just one. He's been here 10 months. But the
thing is you're going back to you're moving the goalpost into.
How can I not?
Because you won't acknowledge that was a good performance, and the fact that it shows me that you're still stuck there. The fact that you can't see that was a good performance. I don't understand what you saw. I'm going to get it.
Average. I'm telling you.
All right. Fair enough.
And do you know what? Honestly, I'm so frightened when we come up against teams that are going to press us. I'm absolutely frightened. I'm seeing it.
That would have been Arsenal. That's usually
Arsenal.
Arsenal
don't press. Arsenal don't really press. Arsenal don't press. Honestly, I'm telling you, Arsenal
They didn't
don't really
today.
Press. Yeah, Arsenal chose to not press today. But I'm telling you right now, you come up against teams that want to press you. This playing out from out to in, where we drop the wing backs. The wing backs aren't wing backs. They're full backs. They're so deep. It's unbelievable. I've seen teams play back fours, and their full backs are higher than our supposed wing backs.
Do you know what, Brad? I'm not even disagreeing that we can get destroyed by Chelsea, or I'm just talking about this game. And today, I saw a more dominant team in Manchester United fall short because at the top end of the pitch, the players are new and they couldn't find an answer. I agree there's work to be done. We didn't start our brand new striker. He's never played a game for us. We had Mason Mount also playing in a Cunha playing in a false nine, who did really well. That was positive. I haven't heard you talk about Mbeumo. I haven't heard you talk about Cunha. I haven't heard you talk about how good Dorgu was. I haven't heard you talk about how good Luke Shaw was.
The personnel. The personnel's not the problem. The personnel's not the.
Well, they are, because
not totally the problem. The personnel is totally not the problem.
So now that's what I'm saying. So now you're just saying that's what I'm saying. That's exactly my point. You're not talking about them players looking good in the system at all. You're just saying that's just because they're just good and Amarim's still shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Precisely why we lost today.
That's the reason we lost.
Amarim, I'm telling you.
All
I
right.
know.
Okay. All right. It is what it is.
Anyway, we're going to give a man of the match.
Who are you going to? Well, it won't be any of our players. It's got to be an Arsenal one.
No, if we're going to give us Mateus Cunha.
Why? Why was he man?
I think he's got the character to be a proper Manchester United player. I think he's a maverick type player. I think he's got the personality. I think he's got everything. Honestly, the personality is not the biggest problem. Ultimately, of course,
it was because we've just brought them in.
Of course, we need.
We just brought them in.
Of course, we need. No, I'm saying with this now, with Cunha and Mbeumo, they're not a problem. Dorgu's not a problem. Ahmad's not a problem when Ahmad's on the pitch. Of course, we need a midfielder, but. We could have sold Bruno, but we didn't. That was his decision to keep hold of Bruno in midfield.
Bruno didn't want to leave as well.
Yeah, but
Bruno said, "I don't want to go there. I'm not fit." Come on, man.
And he gave the hospital pass. I know. People.
He also laid on a couple of chances. Laid on Bruno Cunha came through.
I know people will fixate on GA. I'm not worried about the GA because we can't.
No, I'm not just fixating on GA. I'm just saying. You're saying he gave the ball away, but he also put Cunha clean through on goal. Like he made a mistake. People make mistakes. Ugarte came on and made a mistake, passed it straight back. Harry Maguire got a yellow card.
He's not good either.
No, he's not. He's terrible. But I'm just saying, people make mistakes.
100%.
You can tell me and Bradley be United today. Right, we've got to wrap up.